All right, it's saying I am live and I am on our other computer because my computer that runs off the Wi-Fi for from this computer, the hotspot, was lagging something fierce in the replay. So I said, "Hey, I'll go ahead and try this computer." So Wendy's sitting next to me, but she doesn't want to be on camera. She's not feeling well. Welcome, Rem's Family Farm. Good to see you. Um, how are you guys doing? I did not make an outline today, so it's just going to be kind of off the top of my head. Um, some things that um, I did. Yes, you're going live in about an hour, and I saw that, and I'm hoping to be there for that. To participate in that. That will be awesome. Um, but let's see here. I'm sitting on the couch, so it's kind of comfortable, but uncomfortable all at the same time. Um, so yeah, welcome. Um, today uh, basically was laundry day. I've got I haven't put up the outdoor um, laundry. Uh, what do you call that there? The clothesline, the outdoor clothesline yet. So we still have our winter setup, which is basically a clothesline running from one side of the house to the other. Um, and I've got two uh, of those staples, the big fence staples in the walls, and I have carabiner clips, the little D rings that I just clip that on there. That way I can easily put the clothesline up and take it down in the house for the winter. The Amish around here seem to not mind putting their clothes outside in the winter. I would think that they would freeze stiff, but apparently they don't. Do I have sound and everything? Is everything going okay? It had said that I did. Oh, I don't want to mute the mic. Anyway, um, so uh, so yeah, so today was laundry day. I was supposed to do dishes this morning and it didn't. Because once I got doing laundry, I said, you know what? It's going to rain today, and it is clouding up pretty good outside. Um, oh, that's okay. Two minutes is fine. You didn't miss anything. I was just saying how this morning I was supposed to do dishes, and our clothesline is just a indoor for the winter. Um, and it's got D rings on both sides of the clothesline, so I can take it up and take it down easy. And I have to put our summer one up outside yet. Um, and while I was doing laundry, I said, well, it's going to rain. And I had to, I used a plastic culvert for our well casing. We have a dug well, goes down about 16 feet. But and then I tried to use a pitless adapter. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's uh, a two-part mechanism to allow the water to go through from the pipe inside the well through the well casing out into your house. And in order to get that to work on the plastic, I had to cut the plastic. And so I get a leak. There's a leak I have to plug up where I get water coming in, and it's got clay in it, so it clouds it way up. So I wanted to get that filled. I wanted to get what I could filled before it rained, because that'll cloud it all up. And I filled up two 600-gallon IBC totes with water, and 1.5 55-gallon drums, the ones we use in the winter, because in the winter it's cold enough here. If I remember right, you're up in New Brunswick, I believe, Canada. So you're higher than us. You know that you can't have a IBC tote outside in the winter full of water. It just won't work. So in the winter we use the 255-gallon drums, and then they're plastic. And then in the summer I switch over to the larger 300-gallon totes. And yeah, and so we ended up with 650 gallons coming out of the well before it went dry. But that's all there now. That hopefully it's supposed to rain now, today and tonight, and hopefully that's going to go ahead and refill the well. I just put a video up the other day. I put our rain catchment. I wanted to do the whole side of the house with gutters, but they only had 2 sections, so that's 20 feet of rain gutter going down into IBC totes. And that was really a production, trying to film that and get everything done. But we got it done. So if the well does go dry, yes, our snow has all but melted. There are a few isolated little piles of snow where I plowed it up. But yeah, I was walking outside in my I use boat shoes, the blue ones that slip on with the rubber soles, for indoor slippers, and today I was walking outside with them. Got to be careful in a few spots, but for the most part, our snow is gone, and that's that's exciting for me. Our garlic is starting to grow again, which is really exciting, because this is my first year. I planted garlic last fall, and I thought I planted it late, but it turned out I planted it way early. And so it was an inch or two high when the snow finally came, and I was hoping that it didn't destroy it, and apparently it didn't. It's doing really well. Our apple trees are doing really well. It looks like mice might have gotten to the pear trees, a little 2-inch strip around one, but it's still got the dark brown bark that is underneath the outer bark. So I don't think they got to the cambium layer. So I'm hoping that our pear tree is still good. Garlic, I have tried it, but I've never planted it in the fall. I always planted it in the spring and figured, well, I'll get it in the fall. This year, October, I put it in, and we were already, I want to say, a week after our first frost, which was a premature frost. And then, but everybody up here or down here for you, says that it's Columbus Day, the middle of October, when you should plant it. And I by that I planted a little bit early. I just want to see if the hey, that works. All right. I can put the little the comments up there. But yeah, because garlic is one of those things that we use it for fire cider. We use it in cooking a lot. Garlic is one of those things that fights cancer, which we're going to be having an announcement here. I don't know if I should wait on that a few minutes. I'll give it a little bit on Wendy's treatment for the cancer. She has adenocarcinoma. It's a colon cancer. Started in her colon and moved to her liver. And she has tumor in her liver. She's been undergoing about a year of chemo. And it was kind of a soft chemo the first couple rounds, and then she's done 1 or 2 rounds of the other harsher chemo. But God is good. And he's kept her spirits up. And what the announcement is she is going to take a cycle off from the chemo. The doctor said that her cancer is stable. There are 3 ways that cancer can go. One is stable. Then it can either growing or shrinking. And her cancer is stable. It's neither growing nor shrinking. And so basically now is the time, they said, because it shrank quite a bit. It was 16 centimeter. One of the tumors was 16 centimeters. And it's down to 9.5 centimeters. But now it's stabilized where it's not shrinking anymore. So what they're going to do, or what she has decided to do, and it's her cancer, so I let her make the decisions, and I pray for God to lead her, and I do believe He is leading her. But she said that she wants to take the spring and part of the summer off. This next cycle of every other week for 6 weeks, she has chemo. So she's wanting to take off the next 12 weeks, 12 or 14 weeks of chemo. And then we'll do another scan and find out what that is. We have by no means given up, but this is just something that she wants to do so she can get outside. She sees me, I would say working outside, but I got to be honest, she sees me playing around outside, moving IBC totes and putting up gutters and playing in the water and all that, and she wants to get out there and help. My wife is a homesteader. She is the wind beneath the whole decision to homestead. And she wants to get out there. I told her she's getting out there no matter what. If I got to wheel her out there in a wheelchair and just sit her there so she can tell me what to do and that I'm doing it wrong. So yeah, but this also gives her a chance for a possibility of getting on trials, trial treatments. And the trials kind of scare me because they're not proven. You don't know the side effects and stuff. But so yeah, that is the update on Wendy. She's lost some of her hair. It's pretty much mostly just thinned out. But she's still beautiful, but she's just not feeling right. She just came off chemo Tuesday. No, Thursday. Or Thursday, sorry, because she had chemo Tuesday at the hospital. I'm on it for 3 days. Then she brings it home. Positive vibes and yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. We'll take anything we can get. That is wonderful. But yeah, that's something that we wanted to announce tonight. I was hoping she would feel good enough to join me on live stream, but because everybody wants to see Wendy, and this mug nobody wants to see, which is perfectly acceptable. One of my best videos is "Where's Wendy?" um, because well, Wendy's she's got one of those personalities. Once you meet her, and she will be getting on the YouTube videos more and more as she starts feeling better. But once you get to know her, she well, even when you just meet her, people take to her like crazy. Uh, and it is just amazing the impact that she has on people, and the fact that she's been married to me for 26 years in November. Wow, she has the patience of a saint. Um, but yeah, so we emptied out the well today, but we have 600 gallons of stowed water, um, and it should be full enough to take more out of when our 55-gallon barrels in the house run low. Um, and that is exciting. I've got some shelving I need to put up in the pantry. We extended the wall of the pantry 8 feet, and closed that part in. So we just had more storage and less view in our little 32 by 32 house. And it doesn't look half bad, if I do say so myself. But I do need to get some shelving up there for more storage. That is when we downsized uh, to the smaller house. We knew it was going to be a challenge, but I am just blown away by how much of a challenge it is. Uh, I was doing laundry today, and I'm like, man, we were supposed to be downsizing our clothes, and I've got just as many clothes as I've ever had. Um, what we have done is revolutionized our clothes storage. Our winter clothes are about to go into a 55, they'll go into a big, thick garbage bag, and then in a 55-gallon plastic barrel with a ring with the top that comes off, and it's got the ring that latches on it. And uh, that our winter clothes will stay in there for the summer. And then in the fall, late fall, I try to go ahead and transfer that out so we get our winter clothes inside, and our summer clothes, the shorts and t-shirts and stuff like that, predominantly go in the barrel for the winter. Um, and we keep that switched out because only the things that need to be heated, when it comes to stuff, I can't leave WD-40 or anything like that in the tool shed because it'll freeze and blow up. I found out. Don't ask me how. um, but so that's got to come in the house. And so yeah, room is for storage. It really drives some new and varied ways of storage. Uh, we just bought a we just bought a 10 by, I want to say 10 by 17 foot tent garage from Harbor Freight uh, last fall. So I could park the wheeler in it, and it already has all the equipment in it, and it's got some totes that have stuff in it for storage. It doesn't have to be heated. because if it has to be heated, then it's pretty much out of luck. And my wife she's the type, she'll go and spend some time. She plays cards with a bunch of ladies from that are friends of hers, and she comes home with bags full of stuff. I don't know how it happens, but she comes home with more than she takes. Uh, but I guess I do too. And sometimes her stuff is more useful than mine. Um, but yeah. So, um, so you guys are able, Rem's family farm, you guys are able to walk in Crocs now. So it's starting to dry up. We are in a fire hazard time. We're not allowed to have open fires. I guess a campfire would be okay, but burning brush and stuff is out until I believe the middle of May, in upstate New York. But um, but yeah, uh, I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to burn and waited too long. I should have burned it while there was still snow on the ground. 50% grass. Ours started out like that. You'd see a little spot of grass, and then next thing you knew, it was all the snow was half gone. And then before you knew it, it was just, a patch of snow here and there. So it's coming. Summer is coming, and it's working its way north, friends. um, I planted peppers and asparagus. And then a few days ago, I started planting indoors tomatoes, and they're all coming up good. I'm hoping this is my first year of really trying to get a head start on the garden. I want to do a what do they call them? A hothouse. Um, oh, nice. Our strawberries, I'm just starting to see new strawberry leaves poke through because I cover them this year. I do the back to Eden gardening with the wood chips, and this year, I have I covered them with wood chips so that just the new sprouts will come up. Um, we have 4 fruit trees right now. We have two golden spice pear and two what are our apples? Oh man, I forget what kind of apple trees we got. They're the ones that really keep well, and they're really expensive in the stores. um, Honey Crisp apples. And then April 15th, we are supposed to, from Stark Brothers Farms, April 15th, we are supposed to be getting a couple more apple trees, 2 different kinds of pear, Bosque pear and Bartlett pear, and to cross pollinate the other pear trees. And then we got plums and peaches coming. A couple plums, or a plum and a peach. One of them is self-pollinating, and they're supposed to be here the 15th. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of trees felled in our soon-to-be orchard, and Tracy needs to get out there and work. It was planned for today, and I said, well, I'll do dishes, and I never did get to the dishes, but I did 2 or 3 loads of laundry and filled the water containers. Yeah, pears are awesome. Wendy's grandmother down in the Finger Lakes had pear trees, and we happened to visit when they were ready for harvest, and um, oh my gosh, the pears were just delicious. But they're in a totally different area. Now you guys are in 4B, you said? Yeah. Two apple trees, six. We have two blueberry bushes that I just put in last fall, and I keep walking. Every time I walk by them, I look for any signs of life. um, what is a haskap? Um, right here it says haskap bushes, raspberries and one gooseberry. I want to get some gooseberries. We have black raspberries, um, and we have blackberries that if I don't keep mowing, uh, they will take over what we've cleared for the homestead. Um, it's pretty phenomenal. Okay, so haskaps are similar to blueberries. Okay, I might have had something similar to that. It might have been called a different name. Um, but my sister-in-law, Lori, is really into to stuff like that. Um, yeah. Um, but anyway, guys, I am pretty close to running out of stuff to talk about. Like I said, I didn't make a bullet point outline of stuff to talk about this time, but I am going to go ahead and sign off here, and get ready for Rem's Family Farm. You guys will be going live at you said 8 o'clock. Um, um, Now is that I'm in the Eastern time zone. Um, so what time would that be? Well, I'll look it up. You're in New Brunswick. Um, so I'll go ahead and look that up to find out. Oh, in 30 minutes. Okay, so 7 o'clock Eastern. Okay, great. Uh, 8 Atlantic. Okay. So in 30 minutes, uh, um, actually, I think you're the only one on here, Rems. But you know what? Hey, don't despise humble beginnings. Um, I will be at your live feed here in about 30 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and sign off so you can get ready for that. And I will be excited to talk with you guys for a while. All right. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful night. I hope your live stream goes well. And all right. God bless. This is T Han 141, and I'm out.